about the dinner. So we have to kind of whistle past all of the heavy drinking that Claire seems to be doing in these past few episodes. It's kind of comical. Let's just whistle past it and pretend like it's not there. I kind of liked the moment where Jamie gives that shoulder roll when he meets Alex, and then the Duke of Sandringham's like, hey, I think you know his brother. I kind of liked that small little moment there. The etiquette. You know, Duke of Sandringham, what a jerk. He brings like 2 guests to the party. You don't do that, bro. Like, really bad manners. Or the Comte, like, not bowing when Claire enters the room. Like, how incredibly rude are these people? So the Comte sits next to Claire and gives her all this nasty side eye, right? And I just started thinking, I'm like, does he have a thing for her? Because as much as he hates her for burning down the ship, I kind of feel like he wants to do her. And I don't really know if Claire feels the same way, because as we've learned, like, if Jamie needs to use a whore to kind of maybe reconnect with her, like maybe she's thinking, hey, maybe as badass as LeComte is, and yes, dangerous, that might be exciting too. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there, but I felt like in this moment, in this scene at the dinner, he was giving her some vibes. That's how I was interpreting it. Particularly when he's biting into that fruit in that scene and he looks over at her. I'm sorry, but there was something going on there. Suddenly, everything gets interrupted by Mary and Alex in the other room. So Alex, I'm sorry, buddy, but when you're trying to check in on someone 101, don't do it by, being on top of them, as particularly after they've already been assaulted in an alleyway by a few men. Like, I don't know, buddy, like, we should have had a talk about this before you came to dinner, because not a smart move. And then the fight ensues, and the Duke is hilarious, right? I was so looking forward to dessert. So funny, because I would have been looking forward to dessert as well. So happy that at least we're on that same page. But, there's some great, like, funny, comical moments there with the Duke just sort of, like, throwing these one-liners. That was pretty great. And then in the middle of this fight, basically the episode ends, and I couldn't believe it. I was convinced there needed to be more time. It's just... That episode went by so fast, I couldn't believe it. I think it was like the most fast-paced episode thus far, and cutting it in the middle of the action essentially was torturous. So now we have to wait like another week for the next episode. So it's Droughtlander week, right? I don't know how you're dealing with the week in between each new episode, but because I'm such a Tobias fan, I've been watching The Night Manager, and I've been catching him on Catastrophe, and it just sort of like makes the week go by a little bit quicker. When we get to see our Outlander actor friends in our heads, in other projects, it's just sort of fun. And I've noticed Tobias is really good at playing a dick. In Catastrophe, he plays a doctor who has some funny moments, but he's kind of a jerk. And then in The Night Manager, he's kind of a jerk too. He's really good at it, but so handsome. Thanks so much for checking out the video. Check me out online, on my website, on Twitter, on Facebook. I don't care. I love talking about Outlander. Any opportunity, any moment I have, let's talk about it. DIA virgin right here. I'm proud of it, you guys. Thank you for checking me out. Come and visit again.